Red Skelton Hour, show number 303, Papa's a Weasel. Air date 10/8/63.
Now, just a minute. Here it is.
What is it?
House party. Oh, man.
How about opening night, Willie? How would you...
From Television City in Hollywood.
Yes, sir, friends. The big real estate boom is on in California. But there's a nasty rumor going around that there are earthquakes out here. This is not true. I've been selling real estate out here for 30 years, and there's never been an earthquake. Stop that dancing up there. We're on the air. It's the Red Skelton Hour.
Nice of you to come, John.
Happy that you're here, dear.
We were just about to ask you to come out to join our star. And there you are. We've got something great to make.
Positively funny, honey.
If you get to see all, everything will be all right. Thanks for dropping by, guys.
Have yourself a whirl, girl. Glad that you'll attend, friend.
Tonight, our guest stars, Ginger Rogers. Jackie Coogan. David Rose and his orchestra. The Skeltons. And the Skelton Dancers. And here is our star, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel great tonight. We're going to have a blessed event in our house in about 2 months. My mother-in-law is leaving. I know, we're very happy at our home. Georgia, she's wonderful. She's very economical. Last week, she had 30 candles on her 40th birthday cake. But I'm getting a little absent-minded, all this home things that we have now. This morning, I did? I took Georgia to the bank, and I kissed my money goodbye. Hey, and Valentina, for those who've been writing in asking how she's been since her accident, she's fine. No scratches, no scars or anything, see? But she's having a lot of fun. She's at that age, see? She says to me, she says, I got a date. I says, you got a date? I said, when you start going with boys? She says, when I found out they weren't girls. She says to me, I need a bigger allowance. She says, I'm doing enough chores around here for 3 people. I said, well, I can't raise your allowance, but you tell me who the other 2 are, and I'll fire them. I said to her one time, I said, don't go around discussing your allowance with anyone. She says, don't worry, I won't. I'm just ashamed of it as you are. You know what she does for a hobby, Valentina? She has those saving stamps, and she all day long. 443,000 of them she got. What do you think she's saving up for? A new tongue. know, kids are different nowadays than they were when I was a little boy. Now, for instance, you know, when I was a kid, we used to break our neck to go out and work. Now they break their work to go out and neck. And the way the kids dress nowadays are a little bit different. Valentina's friends, they come over the other night, and boy, you should have seen how they were dressed. Sloppy Levi's, you know, and a torn jacket, and barefooted, long hair, and then a couple of them needed a shave, and you should see the fellas. Hey, you know, the other night, Valentina came in, and she had her date with her, see? And my parrot, Coogan, you know, the talking bird I have, he says, oh, I see you got a new one. So Valentina got mad, and she put the parrot in the icebox. Now, the parrot looks around in the icebox, and he sees this chicken with all the head and no feathers. He says, for heaven's sakes, what did you say to her? And she has a car. She has a new car now. Seems like all the kids have cars down in Palm Springs. Well, they're not exactly cars. Most of them are contraptions. The kid next door to us, he's got one. He got a tail light on the side and the radiators on the top and the windshield's in the back. I said, how'd you ever manage to get a car like that? He says, I hit the Wilshire bus. They got nice cars coming out now. There's a new one for the big shots in Beverly Hills. It's a Rolls Royce without a motor, and it's pulled by a team of Volkswagens. The first car I ever bought was one of those real long, sleek jobs, see? And it was, I turned the corner, see, and there was another car blocking me. So I said to the cop, I said, how about making the car in front of me move? He says, what car? That's your rear end. I got into Valentina's car the other day, and you talk about contraptions. This has got it. I pushed one button, and the motor started. I pulled out another button, and the top went down. I pulled out another button, the windshield started. Pulled out another button, my pants fell off. Well, I'll say one thing about the kids these days. They really want to be up on everything. Now, the kids next door, they're art lovers. They love art. He showed me I said, come on, I'll show you something. A genuine pistachio. I says, not pistachio. It's a Picasso. He says, pistachio. My own man bought that, and I think he's nuts. But there's one thing that hasn't changed over the years. Every kid has a dog. I remember when I was a little boy, I had a dog, a Great Dane. But the house was broke before he was. I have two dogs now. I have a little poodle and a little bigger one. And they're great watchdogs. You can tell the minute there's somebody around the house. They run and hide under the bed. Well, the little one's the best watchdog. He barks and wakes the big one up. Hey, one night, this is true, I went downstairs, I heard some noise, see? And I go out, and here's my dog holding a flashlight for a guy stealing my tires. Valentina has a pointer setter. He sets and points at the icebox. Hey, I got one for you. Gertrude and Heathcliff, talking about pets and stuff. Gertrude and Heathcliff, the seagulls. He says, say, Heathcliff, do you remember my nearsighted cousin? The one eloped with a feather duster? Eloped with a feather duster? Well, is he happy? He says, never so tickled in all his life.
On a program of this kind,
Many viewers have in mind
that there's nothing more important than the actors.
if we disagree in part
It's our tribute from the heart.
to a certain group of backstage benefactors.
There are people with ambitions, from grips to electricians, that no one ever really gets to know. They deserve some glory in every category. It takes a lot of folks to do a show. Right in back of all the scenery and technical machinery, you'll find a happy crew that makes it go. So you won't forget it, tonight we'll give them credit. It takes a lot of folks to do a show.
While you can't be viewing all the work they're doing, don't go misconstruing their routine. 'Cause believe us, neighbors, if they stop their labors,
You'd see absolutely nothing on your screen.
Even though they may be nameless, they sure don't play the gameless. That's why we tell the world we love them so. We would all be zeros without these able heroes who populate this kind of video.
they help us with our hopes.
Our music and our jokes.
It takes a lot of folks to do a show. Sure don't play the gameless. That's why we tell the world we love them so. We would all be zero without these able heroes who populate this land of video. They help us with our hopes, our music and our jokes. It takes a lot of folks to do our Red Skelton Hour.
Tonight, Red Skelton, Ginger Rogers, and Jackie Coogan in Pop is a Weasel.
Yes, sir. The car that you rented will be at your hotel within the hour. Thank you.
I want to go back to my little dry shack in Coogan, whatever it says on that board there in Hawaii. Hey, I want to congratulate you, sir. You have just rented out our 500th car, and you have won a trip to Hawaii. And as we say in Hawaii, aloha and mazel tov.
How am I going?
How you going, boy? I'll tell you how you're going to go. By air. Yes, sir. Let San Fernando take you out of the driving seat. Hello, Metro Goldwyn Mayer Studios. Is that you, Leo? I heard about Mutiny on the Bounty, but I didn't think they'd have you answering the phone. Say, what are they paying you now? Really? Room and board and all the Marlon Brando you can eat. Look, Leo, spread the word around, will you, that I've moved to a new office. My office is no longer in my hat. I have a new number now. It's Grace 55099. Yeah, it's a princess phone. Oh, not too busy at all, sir. Come on down there. Well, good afternoon. It's nice of you to drop into my office.
Well, really, sir.
Oh, say no more. I can see by the holes in your haircut that you are an actor out of work.
I beg your pardon, sir. I am a great star, and I just happen to be between pictures.
Between what?
Between pictures.
Oh, when you're kind of ham, you ought to be between two slices of bread. Yes, sir. Well, I'm glad to see that I've aroused your curiosity, sir. Let me ask you something, sir. Do you smoke cigars?
Well, as a matter of fact,
Fine, I'll smoke that later if you don't mind. Hello, San Fernando Red Theatrical Agency.
Hello? It's Joe Passabuck from Passabuck Studios. I want a Southern Colonel type immediately.
A Southern Colonel type, huh? Well, I'll look in my casting book and see if I've got one. Never call her anymore anyhow. Isn't that nice? The prop man forgets the book, but the other guy covers up. I tell you, boy, I tell you. You're in... Say, Mr. Passabuck, you're in luck. I have a Southern Colonel right here.
Well, I want him over to the studio immediately.
All right, I'll have him over to your studio before you can say Cornball Jackson.
That's Stonewall, not Cornball.
Wait till you see this guy act. In between pictures. All right, come on, Colonel. Grab your hat, coat, and hominy grits. You are on your way to the studio.
Well, wait a moment. I can't play a Southern Colonel. I don't have a Southern accent.
Well, for $100, I'll teach you one. Now, what's the most important thing that a stripteaser's costume has to do?
Show enough?
That's it, my boy. Show enough. You are a Southerner. Show enough. Show enough.
And you'd better cancel all my appointments for this afternoon.
Yes, Mr. Passabuck.
Live magazine is coming over and doing a layout on my favorite star, Scarlett O'Fever.
J.R., you know you're a genius. Ever since you made her a star, we've made more money out of the South than Tennessee Williams.
That's Scarlett's ring, all right. She's Southern right down to her fingertips.
Morning, you all. I heard tell you all wanted to see me all, so I all's been waiting out in the hall all.
Well, good morning, Scarlett. What smells so good?
Oh, besides little old me?
Yeah.
Well, I got a surprise for you all. I baked this for you all.
Oh, shortening bread.
We haven't had any since Nelson Eddy left.
Do sit down, dear. Scarlett, we've got a great publicity stunt lined up for you.
Oh, wonderful. When do I meet Richard Burton?
No, we're going to get you publicity without Richard Burton.
Oh, the hard way.
Yeah. Well, Live magazine is coming over to your house this afternoon and to photograph the home life of a true Southern belle. And to make the image complete, I'm hiring an actor to play your aristocratic father from the deep South.
Oh, that's the sweetest, most gorgeous... Wait a minute, chum bum. You're gonna have an old man be my old man. How come you don't hire my old man?
Well, it's only for a couple of hours.
Well, really? Well, there's no use sobering him up just for that.
Oh, pardon me. Yes?
There's an agent out here by the name of San Fernando Red. He's got your Southern Colonel with him.
Yes.
Well, if I'm gonna meet my new Southern pappy, you all, I better go in and powder my Mason and put some lipstick on my Dixon. Darn Yankee powder rooms. They just weren't made for us Southern belles. You all. You all.
Send him in.
Come right in here, Colonel. Come right in. And sit on your sword and show them that the South will rise again. Mr. Passabuck, may I present Colonel Beauregard Jefferson Davis Lee, sir.
Is he really from the South?
If he was any more South, I'll tell you he'd been in the Rose of the Rio Grande. He was also in the Battle of Bull Run.
Oh, yes. Well, what about the holes in the back of his pants?
Well, the bull ran faster than he did. Poor old bull broke his horns, bent his T-bone, and everything.
Oh,
hold on.
They're here.
Hold on to that, you idiot.
Gentlemen, may I present my greatest star, Scarlett O'Fever.
And all that stuff.
I'm glad to meet you all.
Well, I'm glad to see all of you, too.
Scarlett, this is the Colonel that I told you about.
Ah, what a delightful lady.
Is that a cigar or are you smoking a paintbrush?
Well, you see, his mother wanted a boy and his father wanted a sheepdog, and they were both satisfied.
Walking around my house playing my ever-loving father.
You mean you want somebody to play your ever-loving daddy?
Well, the money isn't much. It's only $75.
Well, that kind of work is worth more than that. I'll pay $100.
How about me?
Yeah, how about you? You're out of work again. You head down for the unemployment office, will you?
How do I get there?
Just follow that cane. It'll take you right there.
Now, where are we going to find a real, honest-to-goodness Southern colonel to pose as my daddy?
Well, bowl my weevil and corn my pone. I can't think of a pea-picking... I can't think of a pea-picking person to play your apple pan-dowdy daddy. Almost made it.
Say it again. How about you, San Fernando?
Me? Little old chitlin' whittling me?
Well, maybe you could think of someone who's got a Southern accent.
Well, see here, Sapphire. I wasn't exactly doing an impersonation of Winston Churchill, you know, there.
Say, San Fernando, I've got a great idea.
What is that?
Now, why don't you play her father?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the fatherly type. I'm more of a sneaky uncle.
Well, it's just for the press.
Yes, and it'd only be 2 hours.
Well, you better make it for about an hour and a half. I don't think I can press that long. Oh, this must be the place.
Publicity or no publicity, I want that San Fernando out of my house right now, while it's still mine.
But Live magazine hasn't taken the picture yet. Anyway, what's San Fernando done wrong now?
Everything. When what he hasn't done wrong, he's tried.
Oh, now, Scarlett, he's just a jolly old man with a twinkle in his eye.
Twinkle nothing. Those are hot flashes. The minute I let him into the house, he chased me up to the 3rd floor.
Well, this house has only 2 floors.
When he's behind you, you don't stop to count.
Now, remember, Scarlett, we're doing this for you. As soon as the magazine pictures are taken, out he goes. That must be the live photographer. And now,
That old man forever. That old man forever. He don't say nothing, and he don't do nothing. Come to think of it, you know, I got the same kind of stomach, only it ain't swimming with catfish. Yes, sir. How about that? I think I've swallowed a showboat. I don't know if that's my heart or my paddle wheel in there.
Are you drinking or bathing, Father dear?
I was just taking my mint julep for a walk.
It's strong enough to walk by itself. Are you trying to get Southern fried?
You proud of that, ain't you? You like it, huh?
Well, what's in it?
Well,
anyway?
there's a quart of bourbon, a quart of scotch, a quart of vodka, and a quart of gin, and a dash of milk.
Well, what's the milk for? You want to ruin your stomach?
Okay. Very funny, gal, very funny. I'd call Fred Astaire right away and see if he's doing anything.
Just steal one little old line.
One little line.
San Fernando, I have had it with you. You have pinched my silverware.
Better pick up them lines quicker, gal. As a matter of fact, you better put the kiddies to bed.
You've pinched my silverware. You've pinched my liquor. You've pinched the upstairs maid.
Well, don't worry. There's plenty more where that comes from.
Listen, you factory reject from the human race. You just keep your meat hooks off of me, or I love you all, Colonel, Pappy, Daddy, Sugar, Honey Child, and Southern stuff like that there.
Gal, you switch from the north to the south faster than Lyndon Johnson. Whoever he is.
Now, there's a great shot for Live magazine.
What's that?
Scarlett O'Fever's deep and abiding love for her wonderful father.
Hold it.
Oh, delightful. Delighted. My pleasure to hold her. Yes, sir.
The picture is over,
I know,
Father.
but the love for my darling daughter just drools on and on. Yeah. Hey, how about a nice picture of me kissing my little magnolia blossom here, huh? Run back again. Oh, that's right, that hardly stuff.
Colonel, smile.
What, and bust my pucker? At my age, they don't come along every day, you know. I'm running out of alum.
Listen, remember, Daddy, darling, down at the plantation, I used to do something like this.
Oh, wait, hold it, gal, hold it. You just laid my nostril there. Oh, you were a mischievous little rascal, wasn't you? But I was an understanding, Pappy. You know, I never did do this to her. There you are. Look at. There you go. Who ordered the lamb chops? It's your fault. You wanted me on at an earlier hour.
Publicity stunt. We hire a phony father to pose for a magazine layout, and now he's taken over my house, my bank account, my career, and your studio. Well, why don't you do something?
How can I? I'm just his chauffeur.
Well, drive him off a cliff.
Oh, look, Scarlett, he's got us over a barrel. If I expose him as a phony Southerner, he'll expose you as a phony Southerner.
That's what I call real Southern exposure. You better laugh at my jokes, boy. You're under contract. Oh, cut. That's what they mean by canned laughter. If you don't laugh, you're canned. Answer the door, maid.
Maid? I make $10,000 a week.
I know that, and it's too much for a maid. Cutting your salary.
Well,
I saw the picture of your father in the Live magazine, and it's that crook, San Fernando, who swindled me. I want to meet him.
why, you darling, you. Come in. Oh, Daddy, there's a nice gentleman here to kill you.
Oh, how do you do? Hold it, sir. Hold it. Matter of fact, let me hold it, will you?
You sold me a truck of Frankfurters with nothing in them.
Oh, well, that's the old skin game. You can make a lot of money with them around October the 31st selling Halloweenies. No, don't stand there, folks. Do something.
Give me my money or else.
Well, wait a minute. Money, is that all you want? Well, sir, step right over here into my office here. Money's all you want. Step right in there, sir. There you are. There you are, sir. What do you know? The guy forgot his lines.
That the fella.
What? Someone for you, Daddy.
He swindled me. He swindled me into buying a whole boatload of whale oil. Why I need whale oil?
You can never tell when you're going to run into a squeaky whale.
What is law here? What I get for killing him?
My eternal gratitude and $20 in cash.
It is deal.
Here, hold it. Here. Okay, hold it up. There you go. Oh, I forgot all about that sucker who forgot his lines. Well, half of my enemies are gone. That means I'm half safe. Well, we must be surrounded.
But you're not going to go out there and face them.
Yes, I am. It's the only honorable thing that a Southern gentleman can do. Hold on, folks, hold on. I'll come out there when I'm ready. I am ready.
Give me my money!
Quiet!
San Fernando, they didn't even kill you.
No. Not only that, I made another little deal. I gave him the Peeping Tom rights.
Peeping Tom rights to what?
Well, let's put it this way. Tomorrow morning when you're taking your sunbath, you ain't gonna be alone.
Mush!
Scarlett, you realize what you've done? You're probably sending San Fernando to his death.
I know, but don't congratulate me till we're sure.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll bet that's smart.
They got me, gal. They got me. Oh, what a way to go. With two navels. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ginger Rogers.
What are we gonna do about our star? What do we do with Ginger in her solo spot? We just haven't got very far. What are we gonna do about our star?
What are we gonna pick for her to wear? What do you think of something in a plain piqué or some gold lame with a flare?
What are we gonna pick for her to wear? We need inspiration, just one bright idea. She'll be a sensation once we know where we go from here. She's gonna play no banjo or guitar. We gotta find a gimmick that is fresh and hot. What we have is not up to par.
That's what we're in a stew about.
Won't someone give a clue about the thing we ought to do about our star?
Why don't we take the trouble to inquire what kind of jazz Miss Rogers may desire?
I could do a new fandango or a tantalizing tango, something Latin where I shout ole and dance this way while gauchos play. Castanets begin to echo and I feel like Jose Greco. Follow me and I will show you, kid, the step they did in old Madrid.
sorry, kids, but I did that on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh. Maybe you should have me singing something beautiful or swinging. All I'd need for any song I chose is fancy clothes and David Rose. Don't blame me for falling in love with you. I'm under your spell, but how can I help it? Don't blame me. Can't you see when you do the things you do? If I can't conceal the thrill that I'm feeling, don't blame me. I can't help it if that doggone moon up above makes me need someone like you to love. Blame your kiss, as sweet as a kiss can be, and blame all your charms that melt in my arms, but don't blame me.
I'm sorry, kids. I wish I could. But you see, I'm supposed to do that one on the Gary Moore Show. Oh.
Who's that dancing?
Who's that dancing?
Ginger wants to know, so tell it to her.
Who's that dancing?
That's Tom Hansen. He's our choreographer.
Is this a private dance, or can anyone get in?
Got a hat?
Got a minute? Got a hat?
Got a hat?
Ginger wants to dance with the new chapeau.
Got a hat?
Like that.
Pass it down the line and away we go.
I just did.
Oh.
On the Red Skelton Hour.
Now the silent spot, starring Red Skelton at the football game. Hi there, football fans. How about a rousing welcome for the alumni of those great universities, Ohio Tech and Indiana Normal. Here come the two captains out for the toss. For Ohio Tech, 2-ton Rafferty. And for Indiana Normal, it's Skinny Meeker. And there's the kickoff. And Rafferty has the ball. Rafferty still has that ball. It looks like he may go all the way. Yes, Rafferty goes over for a touchdown. Two-ton Rafferty gets off a long punt, and it looks good. It looks like it. No. It looks like it's going into the stands. Wait a minute. That football is back on the field, right at the 50-yard line. And here comes Two-Ton Rafferty to pick up the ball. And here comes Pee-wee Meeker. Meeker has the ball, and he's on his way to a touchdown. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our sponsors and staff. May we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your evening. So until next week, we say goodbye for now, and may God bless. Good night.